Overpopulation of street dogs in Puerto Rico. The following presentation is about a very important issue and a lot of concern in Puerto Rico. My name is Alanis Hernandez and I'm from the University of Puerto Rico, Mayagüez. And this is a technical writing report from the technical writing class from Sandra Rios. This report is mostly based on a Primera Hora newspaper report named Puerto Rico has over 200,000 abandoned dogs on the streets, Primera Hora 2014. And it specifies how dogs are mostly abandoned instead of born in the streets. So it basically tells us that we, the humans, are the primary reason of this problematic, and the number keep growing up. This is not only a sanitary, but a social problematic that affects both humans and dogs, even the ecosystem. The main idea of the following is to inform Sandra Rios, sorry for the misspell in the presentation, and all of those who are unaware of the subject about the reasons, consequences, and possible solutions of the same. Starting with the main reasons and origin of the problem. We see here that human migration is one of the most impacting ones. It has been a reality for the past 5 years, like it says here, since 2013, on which almost 2 million of people have left the island, and most of them abandoning their pets on their way out, leaving them homeless. Followed by the insensitivity. We cannot say that there aren't any animal lovers out there, but the truth is that most of our population have a very poor education and a lack of orientation about the topic, causing an ignorant state of mind by disrespecting the animals and abusing of them. Most people just don't see the seriousness of the problem. Education is the basis of a country, and if we don't have it, this will get worse. And not forgetting about the inevitable, the low resources. The country itself is confronting a massive economic crisis, so we can understand that for people, giving money to shelters can be difficult, but it's necessary at some point because, as we can see here, most shelters are non-profit ones. But there is a very poor cooperation from the public. And to be honest, we can actually help. It doesn't matter how much money the people can give, because not every help comes from money. People can just help by doing voluntary work, cleaning the unsanitary areas, or just providing food. And sadly, these are just 3 of the reasons, because out there's a lot of more things going on, like criminality, mental illness, and everything goes by the hand. Now, every problem has its consequences, and this is no different. One of the most concerning are the rabies. By dictionary, rabies are a neurotopic virus that causes rabies on the humans and dogs. For this, of course, there is a vaccine, but most of dogs on the streets are living without it, exposing our kids, pets, adults, and elderly to serious problems, even death. And not only that, most of street dogs, as stated before, are abandoned. So they don't really know the dangers of the road, crossing it without looking. The last danger mentioned here, out of many, are the bacteria. The packs of dogs are tending to move to the beaches and are living there for a long time, giving the humans bacteria as lymphatic filariasis or cutaneous larva migrants. These bacteria are affecting the beaches, contaminating and giving the humans a lot of sickness. And this is because of the feces of the dogs. No, every problem has its solutions, and here we can give you possible solutions to reduce this problem. And the first one here is to raise awareness. And personally, I think that this is the most important one. We need to start by educating our youth population because they are the present and the future of this society. So starting to have by having these school talks, we can orientate these students to give them and raise them with pro-animal state of mind. And also, we need and we must let them know that there are serious consequences in law. And by exposing the law of the welfare and protection of animals, we can let them know that there are actual laws protecting the animals. And also promoting the adoption instead of buying, because there are a lot of dogs on the streets, so why buy more? And by investing in shelters as community, it only means that communities can unite forces to help the nearest shelter that they have. But knowing the humans, not everybody will do voluntary work. So we can reward them with something, and it doesn't have to be money, it can be something simple, just like food. Now, the last solution that appears here are the new rules. By limiting the amount of pets a person can have and do annual check of the same, we can reduce the population of the dogs. And this is possible by keeping record of people with pets by animal inspection. And also, if the owner moves, he should leave the pet in someone's hand and present evidence of the same. Now here we have a very practical table that it's basically a summary of everything we've been talking about, starting with the reasons of the problem that we talk about the human migration, the insensitivity of the people and the low resources. Then we talked about the dangers to the vivid, the consequences, like rabies, dead bodies, and the bacteria on the beaches. And the last topic was the possible solutions that were to raise awareness, like school talks and appropriate shelters with the help of the communities and the new rules. To conclude this presentation, we've got here a brief conclusion that says having respect for animals shows how mentally healthy and well-educated and oriented is a country. We all can unite forces to a better future for our society, starting by creating awareness, especially on a youth generation, because they are the present and the future for our world. And as sad as it seems, this situation has lots of solutions. It's just a matter of time until everything gets under control again. It's in our hands, the future of our animals and our country. Everything is possible and anything is impossible.